day, everybody, and I am so glad to be here again on the Achievers Pod. This is Victoria Shewumi, and as always, you guys know I'm always excited when I get another superwoman in the studio. And today I am excited, yes, as always, because we have another powerful woman in the house. She's a doctor, yes, and then she started something on the side, like a hobby, and then hobby become a full-grown business. So today we're gonna be diving into the stories, how she got started, what she's doing, and all the products that she has out there, which are really natural products. When you talk about organic products for your health and beauty, that is what we're talking about today. So I have the honor to have with me today Dr. Labo Osude. Yeah. So she, like I said, she's a doctor, and she's gonna really be talking about that. And our product is a Kalos Health and beauty products. So everything you have to drink inside and outside to make you glow, she's gonna talk about it. So let's give a warm welcome to her. All right, ma'am, we are so happy to have you today. Thank you for taking the time to be here. So I really just wanted to kind of introduce yourself to our audience. I know I said a little bit about you, but I want them to hear from the horse's mouth, like they said.
Hi, my name is Dr. Labo Osude. I'm a dentist by profession and an entrepreneur. I live in Lagos, and my company is based in Lagos, Kalos Health and Beauty Products Limited. I also run a dental outfit, which is called Trinity Dental Supplies Limited.
Wow. Thank you, ma'am, for that introduction. When we were talking earlier and I did some research, I see that you are into healthy products and also into beauty products. And we are going to talk about that because when you actually started, you started with some tea, with some farming items, and then from there to another product to another product. So I just really want to kind of let us know how Carlos Health and Beauty kind of get started.
Okay, some time ago, I was complaining of backache. So somebody introduced me to moringa. I took the first one and it wasn't very effective. So when I went back to complain and they saw the packets, they said, this is not good. So I bought another brand and I got some relief. So I became very interested in the moringa and I decided, well, if this is God-given, why are people not aware of it? I started planting them. When we had some land lying fallow. I said, okay, let me put it to use.
Wow.
So I planted the moringa. And I started processing the moringa into tea, into capsules, into powder. I did moringa soap, which was very good. And then along the line, I was thinking of how to fertilize my plants. So I went into rabbitry because rabbit urine is very good as a fertilizer.
Wow, okay.
Someone now came along and said, chickens will give you money and manure. So why don't you do chickens? I went into chickens and lo and behold, the chicken even became the main business in the
Wow.
Started with 50 chickens and then we went up to 3,000 chickens.
Oh my goodness. What?
The farm became busy and we were rolling out the chickens, processing them, supplying them. And I was still doing the moringa tea, the powder and all capsules, and I was doing the soap. And then I was also doing hibiscus tea.
I love hibiscus tea.
So
yeah.
All my teas are in tea bags, so they are very convenient to take around and everything.
Wow.
So my first daughter traveled to have a baby. And I said, I have to do soap for her before she goes to deliver. So I started doing the soap. And then I said, well, since I'm here, I'm in the US, why don't I take some courses to refine my processes? So I took some courses. I did the soap. My baby loved it. Everybody loved it. And started asking for it. So I started doing it for family and friends.
Wow.
And people started asking for it to brand and sell. So I started manufacturing for people who were going to brand to sell. And then my children now said, that was about a few years ago, why don't you do your own brand? I said, I wasn't ready for it. But then they encouraged me. And I started producing, and then we branded it Dr. Labo. And we were producing and selling.
Wow.
And come and say, so we started with the Dr. Labo's brand. And then when people come to me and ask me, can you manufacture this for us? Sometimes I haven't even thought about it. I do my research, I pray, and whenever the Lord gives me ideas, I just jot down. I mean, in the middle of the night, I wake up, do my formula, get to the kitchen, do a sample, send it out for testing, send it to the customer. And then we try several samples, and then once we have something good, take it to the lab, test it. And then the product is born.
Wow.
We're doing that. I think I have about 20 products now.
About 20 products. That is amazing.
Because we believe in being healthy from inside out. So we produce healthy things, natural things like this. We have something like this, and we have shea butter whipped with essential oils.
Wow.
Raw body milk, many products. And then for the teas, we have soursop, and these are from my farm. We plant the soursop and then process it. We plant the moringa and process it.
Wow.
The one that we buy raw materials from the market.
And then you process it yourself.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You know, this story is very, very interesting because like you when you started earlier, you were sharing about you were having some, back pain, some back issue, and then you tried the product, which the first time you didn't get the result you were looking for. Then you tried again, try something in that line until you get what works for you. And from there, you be like, you can actually do it in a natural way.
Yes.
And you started, because you make sure you started planting the moringa yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. So walk us through that journey, because for somebody to see something and be like, why don't I give it a try? And you plant it yourself, you process it yourself. Please, how does that go? I mean, don't you think being like a dentist, somebody who is very busy, you already have, other commitment, and then adding this to your plate. How were you able to start and juggle all of those things together?
See, when you want something, I believe you have to be intentional about it.
Be intentional about it.
When you see something and you see the potentials, you go for it. So when I saw the usefulness of the moringa, I thought, look, let's do this in a hygienic, scientific way. So we get it right every time, and we get the best results, and we give people what is actually the best. I'm not a perfectionist, but I love things being done properly. So, and we had the land, and I used to go to my village every weekend. So I felt, let me start it.
Wow.
Yes, because I loved the products. I love moringa.
Wow, moringa is shining now.
Moringa is a superfood, by the way. It has a lot of nutrients, minerals, vitamins, protein. It has a lot of nutrients. In fact, in some areas, it's used to treat malnutrition. That is how potent it is, yes. And so many health benefits. You can't sleep well, you take it, you sleep better. You have hypertension or high diabetes. Regulates your things. It's called an adaptogen. In the medical term, it means that it regulates things.
It regulates things. Yes. Wow. Oh my.
Not a drug. You don't stop using your drug, but it helps regulates your system naturally.
Naturally.
What is best?
Wow. I mean, that is interesting. I love tea. And I have my mother-in-law is with us, and she's into tea. And each time I go, like, look for moringa tea for me. Help me get moringa tea. I'm like, okay. And I think that's how I got to know about moringa tea. But I have had a hibiscus tea. Actually, there was a lady I come in contact with, which actually we make it and package it. So she'll be supplying me. I love that. I love the natural taste. I love the flavor. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, moringa. So we started moringa, but I didn't know, I didn't do my research, okay? So I didn't know it has all these extensive benefit that you're talking about. And one thing that you said, which is very good, is that when you saw the potential in it, and also you see that you can offer it in a way, in a more hygienic way, safest way, in a more natural way, and for people to be able to get the benefit. I think that is huge. A lot of us, we are sitting on gold. We are sitting on something that we probably unlock the door for our next breakthrough. But sometimes maybe we take things for granted. But you saw the benefit. You tried it, you love what you see, and then you started to kind of, produce it for, I mean, mass production for everybody. Because that is work. But you talked about being intentional, and then from there, just from that, another product. So tell us more, from, because I know you did mention you want to get some fertilizer, manure, to help grow it and all of that, and then somebody introduced you to pottery. So please, I love this conversation. I love how it started and it's progressing.
Yeah. When you are into organic farming, you don't use anything chemical. You don't use anything synthetic. Yes.
When you are into organic things, you don't use anything chemical, natural. Oh, okay.
So my first thought was, how would I fertilize the plants? That's how come rabbits came into play, because the rabbits' urine and rabbit manure are very rich.
Oh, wow.
And they're very good fertilizers. They act as fertilizers, they act as pesticides as well. It's like an all-round. But you can't sell the rabbits rapidly like that. Unlike chickens, that broilers, every 6 to 8 weeks, you've sold them off, you're taking a new batch, constantly generating the manure as well. So money is coming in, manure is coming out. So
wow.
it was, yes. So we're using that. And then the moringa was growing, but people did not like the smell of moringa. It has a grassy taste, a grassy smell. So I decided that I was going to turn it into capsules. So you don't have to smell it. You just
have to smell it, just swallow it. Oh.
So that's how come the capsules came into being. And
So
then
you're offering people varieties. If you don't like the smell of it, just swallow it. One time you're done. Oh.
Exactly. Some love it, so we have it in powder form, which they put into their smoothies. Because some the health conscious ones do smoothie. So they put a smoothie. So we have the powder, we have the capsules, and we have the tea. And then we're doing the soap as well. And that was very good for the skin. Went on to do many more soaps, different soaps, And then we just kept increasing, changing, doing one product. Sometimes after a while, we see that, okay, we have to move on to something else. And then we expand into production of those things. That's caused, the people who were requesting for products caused us to expand our product base. Yes. Because they come and they want this, you've done it for them. They are selling well, their customers are asking for something else. They come and ask you, can you do this? We even have lip balm and lip glosses and all that from people who asked us to do them. It's not all the products we manufacture for people that we actually brand, but we have quite a lot. Because when you attend the school, that's another thing. In the school, they don't teach you just one thing. I went to a soap school, but I was taught how to do lotions as well. Yes. So they taught us a wide variety of things. So you don't just learn the soap and then that is all. They teach you a whole variety.
Yeah,
If you know how to do them, why are you not doing them? Because you buy soap, they will need cream.
Yes.
They stay with you to buy the two from you.
Buy everything from you, yes.
So that's how come we were doing different things. It was from the training we got from the schools.
From the school. Wow. You know, this story is so fascinating, and to everybody that is listening or watching, you know, when you're talking about business, one of the things that she talked about was like listening to the customers. So when the customers come and they try something and then they ask for another thing, you don't just shun them away like, oh, we don't do that. But like you said, they listen to them and see how they can grant their request, you know, came out with other products that kind of like complement what they already have, you know, on the market. They're talking about soap. I mean, if you shower, you use soap. Definitely, you want to moisturize your skin. So if your customer is asking for that, it's like, oh, why don't we give it to them? She mentioned about lip balm as well. So kind of like things that complement. If you can have the whole pie, why not? Because the thing is, if you lose a customer, if the customer goes somewhere, they get probably they get their lotion from somewhere, and that people introduce them to their own soap, probably you might lose the customer. But you listening to them and see how you can really meet them where they are and offer them what they're asking for, I think that is really huge for any business success. So we are gonna talk about a few more things. We are going to talk about the school, and then we're going to talk about, you know, some of the research, because you mentioned about testing them before you actually, you know, have them out for sale. So let's talk about the school. You said you went to a sub school, which really helps. So can you share more about that and how that really helped in bringing the business to life, in helping you kind of deliver, you know, one of the best products out there? So please explain to us, ma'am.
Okay. I believe in sound education.
Sound education.
Yes. Whatever you want to do, you should do, but also learn from the experts.
Learn from the experts.
Yes. So that was why I wanted to do it well and then learn it well. Luckily for me, I was trying to learn how to make soap, and I was taught many more things.
Many more things. Wow.
And then they will not, in the school, they'll teach you the basics. So when you leave, you can do anything.
You already have the foundation.
Have the foundation. They don't just give you a recipe. You can get a recipe from YouTube, but you can't tweak it if you don't know the basics. So you have to know the basics. The basics, that is like your weapon. Because you have that and you can tweak anything. You can have one product. From that one product that you produce, you have ideas to modify it, and then a range of that same product. Okay, but if you don't know how to tweak the formulas, because you don't know the basic, you don't have the foundation, you to do much. So you need education. It's not just about the certificates, but it's about learning.
It's about learning.
I tell anybody, if you want to learn, start. There are so many schools online now. There are so many schools. Go for an online, do an online training. If you can do in person, do in person.
Do it in person.
And every day you must do something. Maybe watch 30 minutes on YouTube on that topic.
On that topic.
You are doing soap, research search what soap making is all about, what is trending in the soap making business, what people, how to do this, how to do that. The information is all over now, but make sure you update yourself daily.
You mentioned talking about education, very, very crucial. Because sometimes we think we know all things, and most of the time we don't. But you mentioned that you able to learn from the expert. He opens doors, because if not, we are limited and restricted based on what we know. But before you took that extra step of saying, you know what, since I am going to be doing this, and since people are asking me for this product, let me actually learn more about it. Let me learn the basics. Let me see how things work. And you took the step of going to school. I mean, getting the certificate, but learning more. And one thing that you mentioned, which also stood out to me, is like, though you went in to learn about soap, but then you learn about other things that can complement soap. So you are not just taking one thing out of there. You are not just taking one product out of that class. Now it gives you an opportunity for a range of products that
Yeah.
you could come up with. I mean, education is golden. So if you
It's
are listening, education is golden. If you are into business or trying to get into business, though she's a doctor, but when it comes to area of soap making, which is the area that she doesn't know the in and out, she took the time to invest in that to get the information. And like she said, that every day you want to do more research, you want to see what is going on in the area you have chosen, so you can be up with the trend, you know.
Can I shock you?
Yes, ma'am, please.
I started with soap, but
Hmm.
it's my creams and serums that are fast selling.
What?
Which is not what I actually went to school for.
Please say, let's put it on the loudspeaker. Please, ma'am, say it again. I want you guys to pay attention. She went to the school for soap making, but now
Mhm.
let's hear what is really selling fast for her.
The serums, face serums, and face creams are the ones selling the most.
You guys hear that?
So if I had stuck with my soap making,
Hmm.
just I would have lost that market.
Hmm. Hmm.
That
Hmm.
market is the bigger market now.
Bigger market.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow. Guys, that is huge. I mean, if you are a woman, I mean, if you are a man, everybody's into caring for their skin these days. You know, everybody wants to look young. I mean, if at all you don't have so much, but at the same time you want to take care of your skin, you want to be well presentable out there. But she went for soap making and was able to learn how to make, creams, serums for the skin, all of those. And those are the things that are actually selling more compared to the soap. So that means the impact of the knowledge that she acquired from the school is not just very, very small, because it opens doors. Because if soap is not making, it's not booming, probably the interest will not be there anymore. But the fact that she's able to add other products
Mm-hmm.
into it now keeps business afloat, keep business booming. All right, so I want you to talk about all these other products that you're into, because we talk about, we started from the moringa, which we have the moringa powder, you have the capsule, you can swallow it, you can mix it with your whatever it is, and then into the skincare. So talk about the other products, because this is health and beauty, guys, and we have the doctor in the house talking about this and doing this business. Please, may talk about that.
Which one? The teas.
So talk about teas, talk about some of them that you have and some of the benefits too, so that people can know why we love moringa, why we love hibiscus and the other tea out there. And then we talk more about the skincare as well.
Like, my dad and mom
Hmm.
were tea lovers.
Hmm.
Morning and night,
At
they did
night.
their teas. So I grew up knowing about tea.
About tea.
My dad would travel and bring like 4 different types of teas.
Teas, wow.
He was a tea lover. So when I bumped into the moringa tea, it was like a hit for me. Like, I
Hmm.
love, because it has health benefits as well.
It's
We're
benefits.
drinking lip tea, Earl Grey tea, all these other teas, but there were no health, they didn't have any particular health
Health
benefits.
benefits.
These
Hmm.
ones are particularly useful because they have health benefits.
Hmm.
For instance, the soursop tea, it's very beneficial. It's very beneficial for the health.
Hmm.
People have been taking it in ages past for prevention of cancers. It's very good for so many things.
So many things.
So many things. It aids sleep. It helps with diabetes. It helps with so many things. So
Many things.
it is good to take what will benefit your
Fit your
health.
body.
I have a friend who says before she eats anything, this is a waste of calories. I don't want it. It's not, I'll just take it, gain calories, and I'm not getting any
And
other
not
thing.
getting any benefit from it.
So she won't take anything that doesn't have a benefit for the extra calories. She's not interested in. So if you are taking tea, take something that was beneficial. Hibiscus tea is very good for hypertension, very good for tummy problems because it contains clove and ginger. Very good for common colds. If you have a cold and you take hibiscus tea, it goes very fast.
Very fast.
Very good for the respiratory system. It has ginger, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. It has clove, also and the hibiscus itself is very well known, even by the American Heart Association. And they have no side effects.
No side effect, guys. No side effects.
No major side effects. Just know that you have to, if you're on drugs, if you're, sorry, not drugs, if you're on medications, they don't stop. Take your medications, but take these as well. The analogy I can give you is, would you stop eating a vegetable? You eat it every day.
Yes.
Even though you don't see the immediate benefit of it. For some people, it makes them go. It acts as laxative. Yes, you get the nutrients from it. And that's if you don't cook it for too long, you get some nutrients
from it.
So when we eat, we should say we should eat our medicine as food.
Yes.
You eat our food, sorry.
Food as
medicine, sorry. Yes. So that we don't have to eat medicine as food later.
Food later on.
Okay. So whatever you eat, let it have some beneficial effects on your health. And we at Kalos believe that we should take care of you from inside out. So we keep researching for good teas and skin care products that are very good for the skin. Yes.
Wow. Guys, so if you are not a tea lover, you just want to give it a try. But like everything, like she said, if you are on medications, these do not replace your medications. It's like you normally eat and all of that. But kind of see that you get additional health benefit from it. I take tea. If you come to if you see my dining table, we have varieties of of teas. And now these days, my kids do not, they love tea. So I just see them boiling water, say they're making tea, right? So it has helped me. I love it, and some of them, like you said, aid sleep. So just try for different things, but with natural benefit, I think you cannot go wrong. So let's now talk about Kalos Health beauty products. I know we talk about the soap and the serums, the creams, and all of those things that came with it. No, thank God you started from just want to make a soap for your baby, for your grandbaby. You did that. Everybody loves it. People are asking for it. Then you did your research. You did different combinations. Then you make more product out. And from one product to another product to another product to another product. So walk us through that. And one thing that you did said earlier, which I love, is like these are natural products, which I mean like those are golden. Those are golden. And I love the fact when you're talking about, growing the moringa and the other things to grow on the farm. You are very conscious of how you fertilize them, all of that. So, which I really love that. I love the aspect of it. So let's talk about all these beauty products, what they do to our body, some of the research you've done to make sure you are giving us the best skincare product out there.
Now, let me start with this shea butter.
Shea butter.
Shea butter is very good for the skin, but most people don't like it because it's hard and the smell is not very good. So one day, It just came. Spirit just told me, why don't you add vitamins to the shea butter? In my mind, I didn't know why. Because shea butter already contains some of these vitamins. But I believe it was God, because laying it on my heart that I should add it. So I just went downstairs, took pen and paper, started writing things down. I sat down, did my formula, prayed about it, went down, did it. And it was lovely. It was lovely. My granddaughter, one of my granddaughters had skin rashes. It had been there for, I think at that time she was about 3 months. It had been there for as long as I could remember when she was. And we've been giving so many medications, it doesn't go. It goes maybe for 2 days, comes back.
Yeah.
So when I finished and I showed it to my daughter that look at what the Lord laid on my heart. She said, why don't you try it on fire? I said, that's true. And we tried it. Within a week, the thing cleared.
Wow.
And as I'm talking to you today, it has never come back.
Come back. Wow. That is a good testimony. Wow.
Not come back. And because that was nice, I now went ahead and I did the plain one without anything, because it's shea butter is shea butter. So I just said, let me do the plain one. And let's, I mean, people who don't have any issues might buy the plain instead of the
plain instead of the one with the yeah.
And it smells lovely, and it melts easily in the skin, unlike the normal ori. It melts easily and smells very lovely, very fluffy, very, very fluffy. So it's just normal ori, but we added essential oils. And we don't use fragrances at all.
I mean, and that is a good thing, because we have quite number of people who have sensitive skin. For me, like, for example, I mean, I'm not sensitive, but my kids, they have sense. Even when it comes to, like, doing their laundry, anything that I buy for them, I have to make sure fragrance free. So you're saying this, no fragrance, just essential oils.
We don't use fragrance at all. We use essential oils. And we combine the essential oils to what we think it should benefit the skin. We are not thinking about just the smell. Think about the mood as well. The mood. That will make the person feel happy. Yes. Happy. Yes. That's called aromatherapy. We did a little bit of that. So we combine them, and then you have a product that it's inviting. You want to use it. Even because sometimes you see the ori, you know what? God is wonderful. God bless a lot of things. If you have pain and you rub ori on your pain, on that joint or wherever, it disappears, it goes, it relieves it. It relieves it. If you have a wound, rub ori on it, it will heal well. So we have these natural things, but because of the way it is presented, we don't like them.
That is true, yes.
If the woman from Osogbo brings you ori, you don't want to use it. But if you see an ori packaged this way,
exactly, the presentation, yes, inviting.
Presentation is very important. So all we do is we see the products and we pass it, and then we go and buy the imported ones, which Onyibo has bought from us and worked on. We can work on it ourselves. Can work on the black soap, for instance. We have a black soap, normal black soap, but normal black soap is a bit harsh on the skin. It's drying. We have added oils to it. We have added some skin-loving ingredients to it. Okay, so it's not just the black soap.
Making such a way that everybody can use it and get the benefit.
Add value. And this is something that everybody can do. I personally believe in streams of income.
Oh, hey, want to talk about that? Streams of income, oh God.
Yes, you must have street. So even if you're a busy woman, at least you have some time in with on your hands at home. Look, do something that it doesn't have to be products.
Mm-hmm.
Be real estate. It can be something you don't shares. It can be anything.
Anything.
If you have
Just
time and you love making things, you can start any business in a small way and it becomes big.
it becomes big. Yeah, because you started in a small way as a hobby and now it's branded.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dr. Labo. Wow.
And just start something and then before you know it, boom,
Boom. Boom.
product in your hand, and you have a product in your hand, that product can be inherited by your children. You can pass it on to your
On to
generations.
generations.
The Bible believes that we should leave things for our
Our
generations.
generations,
You
yes.
can produce anything and hand it over to your generations. They are called blessed.
Amen. 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 Amen to that. Amen to that.
Yes. So all these products, they come about, like I said, by inspiration and by demand from customers.
Mm.
I have some products that I have not labeled as Labo because I don't even know who to sell it to.
Hmm.
The person who requested for it is making money.
Hmm. Wow.
And then sometimes, like, okay, one of my daughters had acne.
Hmm.
We don't know where it came from because she didn't have that as a child. And she started having it after, I think, after her second child. So I now decided, okay, let me look for something for her to use.
To use.
I did my research and I produced it for her and I cleared it.
Wow.
So we have a set for acne.
Set for acne. Wow. I mean, and this is huge. Like you are really meeting the needs of your customers.
Mhm.
You are meeting their needs. You are not like, I'm a soap person, it's all about soap. But
Mhm.
whatever they ask, and you see, like, you know what, it complement what you're doing, why not offer it? And thank God for the school that you went, you know, just learning more about soap, about cream, about different other things that now give you opportunity and give you access to be able to do other things. And few things that you did mention about inspiration, that most of the time you get some inspiration and then you write things down. And as you write things down, you don't just even stop there. You begin to put them together to see how the formula will work. A lot of people will have ideas, right? They will have inspiration. They will write it down. Some may not even write down, but there's some will write down and just forget about it. But you, like, I remember you mentioned one time you had something, you wrote it down, and quickly you ran downstairs. You begin to mix the formula together. You are taking action. They're not just sitting on the information. People are asking, you are not just sitting on it, but you are doing something about it. And from there, another product is birthed, another product is birthed, another product is birthed. I mean, I just love your energy of not stopping and just looking for what is out there more. What is next? What is next? And and one thing you also did said is about the presentation and see how it benefits your clients, your customers, because a lot of people may have had, they may have the notion behind them that, black soap is very hard, it's drying, but you see how you can offer it to them and we meet their needs and we answer any questions they might have. So if you need to move things around to, do the formula again and add few essential oils or whatever it is that we moisturize the skin, you pay attention to that. And I think that is a very, really a great skill, or I don't even know how to put a great trait. If you are really out there doing business and you are trying to retain your customer, that you are offering them, you have your customers in mind, whatever you are making, you are thinking of them. Come here, customer, this is what they want. They like a good smell. Nobody want anything that smell like this. Let's give them options, choices, and varieties. And then you're talking about streams of income. We might be ending on that. I love that because I also believe in having multiple streams of income. Because if you work for somebody, I always say, if you work for somebody, you never know when they're going to relieve you of your duty. I mean, some companies may give you a warning, they may let you know 2 weeks, a month, and some organizations you just walk in there in the morning and that's it. You don't know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but having something on the side, having an maybe a little hobby you're doing on the side for additional stream of income, we go a long way. So, ma'am, I just really want to. We're gonna be wrapping up here. I just want you to encourage women out there, on all these things. Your inspiration. If anyone has any inspiration of doing certain things, or people at a place and be like, you know what, I can do this. I just want you to encourage women out there, to really try something. If God is laying anything on their heart, what should they do with it?
That is very, very important.
But start small. And as you start small, when the ball start rolling, other things are going to be coming in, other ideas, other products. If you remember when she started with something and then from that to another, to another, to another. So you're just going to be seeing like different ideas coming in, different opportunities coming in, but start small and you continue to do your research where you are. You continue to do your research. She did mention, if you are making products, the first products might not work, it may not deliver, the expectation, but then you are open to go back again and look at it. What is it that you need to move around? What do you need to add to it? What do you need to take out? And then you repackage again. You don't give up. And I'm going to really let her share on that, that she didn't give up. God, like she said so many times, we have to do it again. Listen again. So what keeps you going that you don't even give up when you make products? It's like, and people say, oh, it's too thick. Oh, the smell. I mean, what keeps you going? Like, okay, let me go back and redo it again.
When you see your customers happy, trust me, you are happy.
Hmm.
When you hear testimonials, you are happy.
You're happy.
Like sometimes they send you before and after pictures.
Ooh.
You say, wow, did I do this?
Hmm.
Only have a God.
Only have been God. Wow.
So the joy comes when you see that, oh, what you are doing is impacting benefits on somebody. Somebody is getting benefits from it. It keeps you happy. And then just recently, I was doing something for somebody. I jotted down my notes, wrote down everything. The product came out lovely, but I couldn't find the notes.
Oh.
I went back to the drawing board.
Hmm.
I came back out with another product. Not as good as the first.
As the first. Wow.
And they said, but this is okay. I said, no, it is not okay for me. It is not as the first sample I did.
You did.
So I'm still working on it. You work on it, you work on whatever you are doing until you have peace of mind that this is my best.
That's your best.
And when it's your best, you can defend it.
Oh my.
And somebody complains, you already.
That is true.
If somebody complains, because you also know yourself that it wasn't your best.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot
best,
defend it. Yeah.
Defend it when it's your best. You say, you can't get anything better. This is the best you can get.
This is the best, exactly. Wow.
Someone tells you, it's not very clear. Because you know yourself that it's not very clear. You can't say, it's clear,
It's clear. When it's obvious.
Yes. The
Hmm.
joy of seeing a near perfect product makes you go on and on.
Makes you go on and on.
And then you want your customers to give you good feedback. Sometimes not all the processes can be right. Maybe you sent it to her, she didn't get it until after a week. She's upset. Delivered too long. But by the time she opens it and uses it, she said,
it was the wait.
Exactly. So she will call you that, I didn't like what happened the last time, or it came too late. So, but I like the product.
The product, yes.
So all that keeps you going.
Hmm.
This end product is what you want it to be.
I mean, and I think that is very great, because the thing is, especially when you are delivering, offering product, and even services, that you want to make sure you are giving your best.
You give
Because
your
when you know it's your best, you can stand and defend it and be like, because you know the effort that you put in, you can justify that. But like you said, if it's not your best, I mean, it's going to be very hard for you to fight for it. But when
yeah,
you know that you did that, you yourself, you'd like, yes, I know that I really went above and beyond on this product, there you can stand and defend it. And I like the fact that, what keeps you going, and when you hear positive feedback from your customers, them telling you, sending you pictures before and after, telling you how much they love the product. I think that is inspirational. I mean, like that is big for anything, anybody. Like, oh wow. I mean, since that say gives you a sense of joy, fulfillment, that this little thing that you started is touching lives and is helping people
yeah.
out there. Oh my, this has been a great time, Dr. Labo. I mean, this is very, 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 very golden. Very, very golden. And guys, if you have enjoyed this session, we are going to be putting all of the information, how to connect with her, in the description down there. So you can, if you want to be a distributor, if you want to try the product yourself and kind of get a feel for it. But like with all that she said, being somebody who is a medical practitioner and did extensive research on all of the products that she's pushing out there, and especially I like the fact that for the product that she grown herself, she makes sure that they are done in a natural way, organic way, no chemicals, no interference at all, and also having you in mind whatever she's putting out, to make sure it's meeting your needs. You are enjoying it and liking it. I think that is golden. So we are going to be having the information in the description of whatever you want. If you want to get in contact with her, whether here in the United States, whether in Lagos, Nigeria, because this woman, she's rocking it. And I like to meet women like her. It becomes an inspiration for me that if she can do it, somebody who's a medical doctor who can do it, if she can do it, I mean, what is your excuse? Right, ma'am? Do we have excuse if you can do it? Grandma, that. And see, her skin so beautiful, you won't even know that she's a grandma. Oh, we are just so blessed to have you, Dr. Labo. We are so honored to have you. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say before we wrap up. Anything else? I want to make sure you have the last word, to make sure we don't miss anything. But I love your product. Honestly, the stories, all these things that I'm hearing, I'm so fascinated by it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And anybody who wants to contact me can contact me. And any little help I can give, I will give. I like encouraging women. I love encouraging women. So if you need any
Yes, we've been encouraged today. Yes, we
thank
have
you
been
so much.
encouraged. So thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. So make sure you follow us, make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe. If you have any question, please put them down there. We are going to be responding back to you. Till I see you again, this is Victoria on Achievers Pod. God bless you.